Welcome back to Collector's Therapy, and today I've got my first ever XM Studios statue review and unboxing for Wolverine's arch nemesis, Sabretooth. So be sure you click that like button and subscribe, and let's get to it. And here's the art print as well as where everything goes in the box. So this guy is freaking massive. Like when I unwrapped him, he was just a very, very hefty guy. But I'm going to give a few close-ups to some of the pieces here. Here are one of his claws, and man, that is freaking epic. Just the look at those claws. I'm impressed, XM. I'm impressed. And here's his other set of claws. The unmasked portrait. And this looks really, really good in person. I was not that impressed with the unmasked in just pictures, but that looks really, really awesome. And now you have the masked portrait, which I feel like is what I'm going to go for. And man, those teeth look, wow, incredible. And the tongue, wow. I don't know if I've seen a head sculpt quite like that in terms of having a tongue, you know, the teeth. Usually teeth don't always look that great on statues, but these babies, wow. Have some kind of, almost looks like a gun, possibly. We'll have to figure out how that goes together. Some kind of cable or tentacle. Almost looks like a Doc Ock tentacle, but I know that's not what it is. You have the base with the X and some buzzsaws. And then the man of the hour. Looks like he's gonna go slide right in there, and oh my baby! This is a hefty fella. So, looks like he will just slide in there. There are magnets that snap in. I'm locked in there. And there. Okay, so I see a piece there that should lock in somewhere. Let's go back and see this. There. Okay, so yes, that does lock in right there. All right, so starting at the bottom, this is a really nice touch. Because as you can tell, his claws is what has created this indent. Because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 3, so we know it's not Wolvie. Man. Wow. That just looks really, really epic with all the slashes from his claws. Very, very nice, XM. I am indeed impressed. And yes, like I said, this is where this thing goes. It just sits in there. And we got the bottom of his boot. You've definitely got some weathering. It's a very hardware. This looks like some kind of, no, it's not a gun actually. Looks like a gun, but it's some kind of metal piping possibly. And you've got a buzzsaw that would honestly go pretty nicely with the Sideshow Rogue. Very nice. And as we go up, you can already begin to see how much these colors pop. And this is the reason I picked the XM version over the Sideshow version. Because look at those colors. Look how much they pop. And look at those thighs. Sabretooth has thighs for days. Not a bad booty either. Not a bad booty either. Wow. Like I said, this guy is massive. Wow. Some good close-ups of his claws. And look at that face. Very, very awesome. What I'm going to try now is the mass portrait. We're going to see how that looks on Mr. Victor Creed, shall we? Oh, yeah. That is Sabretooth for sure. Wow. And I want to get a back up a little bit, and yeah, this is a nice piece of work. Just the muscle definition, like wow. You can see all that. Man, this is impressive. And I'm still like, wow, loving those claws. I mean, those look epic. Got another little claw back there. Yeah. Wow. This guy is going to be an excellent addition into my X-Men collection. Just another quick spin around in case I missed any parts. I think the base is very, very nice as well. And I feel like that beats the sideshow piece as well. Sabretooth has most definitely entered the X Mansion. This is an incredible, incredible piece. Yeah, so a little bit about Sabretooth. His first appearance was actually in Iron Fist number 14, and to my knowledge, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong. I don't think he made many appearances after that until, that epic fight in Uncanny X-Men 212 and 213 with the first ever Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight. I am going to be honest, I did not know a whole lot about Sabretooth before reading the Claremont run in 2020. Honestly, my knowledge of Sabretooth came from the X-Men movies, which, yeah, definitely not a good portrayal of Victor Creed. Not at all. So, I wasn't expecting a whole lot when I got to the Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight, but that thing was most definitely epic. That was a big highlight of the Mutant Massacre event, as I said in my review for Mutant Massacre in one of my other videos. But yeah, he is definitely an awesome villain and a great archenemy of Wolverine. I am most definitely going to stick with the mass portrait. I'm always just someone that's gonna go with the classic look, and that's a classic look. The unmasked is very good, and I think it most definitely looks better in person, but I'm just someone that's going to go with that classic look. And really what sold me on this, because I saw videos and I saw pictures of Sabretooth, Sideshow Sabretooth and XM Sabretooth side by side. And just the way the colors pop. Yeah. That is what sold me on this thing. Because honestly, I felt like the Sideshow colors were just a little dull. I even think I saw some pictures of a repaint of the Sideshow Sabretooth, and that looked awesome. And honestly, this kind of reminded me of that, just the way the colors popped. And that's just, that's pretty much what sold it to me. Awesome claws. Little piece of dust there. Awesome claws, awesome detail, and what I think I'm going to be working on maybe in 2021 depending on what is released, of course, but is working on an X-Men villain display. Of course, this display case behind me has multiple shelves, so I may have to move Magneto and put him with the villains. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But this is definitely recommended if you're an X-Men fan, if you're a Sabretooth fan. So, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this piece? Do you prefer the sideshow version? Let me know why if you prefer the sideshow version, since, my main reason is just how the colors look on this, just the brightness and just how they pop. Also, let me know what your favorite Sabretooth versus Wolverine fight is. Let me know your overall favorite Sabretooth appearance or story, because like I said, I mostly know him from the Chris Claremont run, and mostly what he did in Mutant Massacre. He appeared kind of off and on, of course, after that, but that was really what gave you a taste of Sabretooth. I do know he was a member of X-Force in one of the comics, but can't really comment on much of that since I haven't read any of the X-Force comics. I do plan to get into that, but I've got a backlog of omnibuses to read for my first time readings. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe. My Daredevil review was really successful. I'm still in awe of that statue as I'm looking at it right now. And I have, of course, I need to review the Spider-Man that's over there. And then after that, I've got Dr. Octopus coming in, and I cannot wait. So you definitely want to be subscribed to keep up with all these other statue reviews that I've got coming. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.